The benighted witch holds teenage Rapunzel in a tower, keeping her out of harm's way, if you get my drift. This place doesn't look very secure. Practically invites villagers, with or without raging hormones, to pilfer powerful herbs and flowers. Let's change the status of this place to lockdown. Flaming Pea! Grimm does dirt.
And hello everyone! Welcome back to American McGee's Grimm. This is the tale of Rapunzel once again. I am sorry if this has been if I had to make the cut so abruptly from the first part. It was just, you know, there's a lot that goes on in Rapunzel, you know, and I'm just trying to get all this done as efficiently as I can. Just, you know, it's for your own benefit, but yes, from the last story that we went to, Rapunzel has grown quite well in her age, and well, we need to make sure that no person has the gall and guile to even dare think of, well, entering here to not only pick flowers, but to do all sorts of manner of shenanigans, for lack of a better word, which is why we've turned them out into a lovely lava field. It definitely helps with with intruders. I mean, it's a good deterrent if ever there is one. Also, if that's not enough, we've also made it where fire jets come out from the lava. Also, they're effective. And also, we have very small platforms that, if applied enough pressure, they sink. It may seem silly, but they do rise after a while, and it's all in the same name and sakes of deterrence. I mean, all of your evil needs, it actually comes at a good price. Don't we give our proper assurance for this. Like, you don't have to worry about people invading at all whatsoever. In fact, we even have a built-in security system that actually helps if you apply flaming urine onto. It works rather well. Fortunately, it does kind of require a little bit of finessing to do it. It's kind of a work in progress at the moment, but we're getting the kinks out, and before you know it, it will work like a charm. I do need to get... Did I just get burned twice in a row? Because if so, that's absolutely wonderful. And why did my score go down? I don't approve of this. Massively do not. Have to do something about that. But first, let's get this other security measure down first.
That's my kind of wall. Slices, dices, and chops. Hey, Witchy, why aren't you laughing? This is good stuff. Don't like black humor, huh? Maybe if I make you talk. Make it nasty. Stop it good.
So the world burns, the world burns. Such a wonderful place, and a good way to keep people again. If you're back. It's for as much deterrence as you can come up with. It's rather worth it, meanwhile. You'd be surprised just how many people stay out of the way. And, of course, if you can actually get that sausage jump to work, there is a lovely secret for you in the meantime. I can't get the people out of the way for now, so I suppose in the meantime, let's go have a chat with the witch, because I know she could use a good lesson, some good old-fashioned comedy. You know? I mean, maybe it's just not her thing, probably, but let's see.
Make it disgusting. Do it now.
And now I'm getting visions of Jack and the Beanstalk all over again. That's because it's happening. Only this time it's a little unforgiving this time, that if you barely get off the hair, you have to start all over again. Is it silly? It might be. Is it unforgiving? Very much so. Do I have a choice in the matter of accepting it? Well, I kind of just have to suck it up, really.
Make it repulsive. Stomp it good.
Well, at least I have to deal with it for only a temporary moment. Thank God. But I still get to do another of my favorites that I learned from Jack and the Beanstalk. Platforming with clouds. Because we all remember how well I am with that. That was me accidentally doing a double jump when I was not meaning to do so. Oh well, it's tragic, but let's continue onwards. Oh, come on. Ooh. Alright, now let's get this party really started, eh? And with that, we will continue on with Rapunzel's tale in just a bit.
Gestation complete, the mannequin returns to collect the child. The miller's daughter, now a queen, welshes on her deal. Instead of turning her into a toad for her treachery, or killing her outright, he offers her a game. Guess my name, Queenie, you pusillanimous piece of cow dung, and I'll go away. This is monstrously stupid. I want to make him go away. Make it disgusting. Right's a right. It must die.
And well, since we welcome back to Rumpelstiltskin. When we last left off, well, a lot has happened. The queen actually got married. It was wonderful. She's now had a child. However, our little mannequin friend has returned for his side of the bargain. And, well, about as well as you expect, the queen, or the miller's daughter, now a queen, doesn't want to lose her child because, unfortunately, she's now emotionally invested in the little bastard. Even though she knew this was going to happen eventually. And tries to tell the mannequin that the deal is off and there is no deal. She cannot have a child. Blah, 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 blah. You know the rest. However, and you would think, that's fine. Anyone who usually gets off on a deal in a Grimm's tale, usually there's something bad for going back on your word. Does she get murdered for her insolence? Surprisingly, no. Instead, he offers...
Don't delay, but stomp away!
He offers a much dumber solution instead of... He offers a game. If she can figure out his name, he'll go away. However, if she fails, he gets the child regardless. And he revels in the fact that no one knows his name. Until now, when the guard is soliciting him, sing his freaking name at a bonfire!
Make it repulsive.
But then again, we never said Rumpelstiltskin was a smart person. Nay, I never said anything about him being smart. In fact, I say he's actually dumber than the miller's daughter, for anything. Because while yes, a game of wit like that is clever, it doesn't work though when you end up giving away your secret gloatingly like a moron. Because you never know who's listening behind those walls. Like, he didn't even think, oh, well, maybe I should keep my name secret until, you know, after the fact when I do win the child. Then I can gloat, you could not guess Rumpelstiltskin's name. And spoilers, that's actually his name, if you haven't figured it by now. I mean, to be fair, it's kind of named after him. So if you haven't guessed that by now, well, I feel sorry that you've never read a fairy tale in your life, and, well, I envy your innocence, I suppose. Your innocence and naivete, I guess. Either way, you should not have had that kind of. You should not have this kind of innocence away. Then again, this is probably why you would never watch. You wouldn't watch this video either, because it'd be very confusing watching a tale that makes no sense for you. But who am I to judge in the end? So let us go to the princess and see how this continues to unfold. Since, well, she knows Rumpelstiltskin's name now, at least via a proxy. Convenient, at least, if a bit contrived at that matter. But even so, she is technically our protagonist in this tale, and as ridiculous as it is, which obviously means she is the one to
Sausage
win.
Fest!
Yes, I know. Bear with me, it's a contrived tale. It's contrived beyond belief, but again, just bear with me a bit. And would it be easier if I weren't so bad at platforming all the time? Just walking off ledges. Or just doing that. Okay, come on. And to answer any questions ahead of time, no, I am
Grimm
I am not playing this up. I actually am this bad, sadly.
Stompin', butt kicking good. Get away! Get away! Make it putrid. Chomp and stomp.
And, well, we could, you know, finish this tale off, sadly, and, you know, move on to our next tale. Let's get the secret first for good luck, and,
no, found it.
well,
Don't delay, but
I'll see you all in the next tale then, I suppose. Until then, everyone,
Stomp it good.
leave you with Grimm.
Your name must be Rumpelstiltskin. Ha ha! And capped end to an ineffectual life. Make friends with Satan while you're down there. Maybe he'll teach you how an enchanted mannequin behaves.
And with that, take care, everyone.
A bad day for the dark side. The witch failed to keep Rapunzel for herself. She did manage to deprive the girl of her hair and her suitor of his eyesight. The blind prince and the bold Rapunzel drift aimlessly through life. Oh, heart-wrenching, isn't it? No! And a good deal more blood would be needed to convince me otherwise. Make it repulsive. Let's grim it!
So yeah, Rapunzel managed to escape due to her suitor. However, her witchly capture took it rather well, and about as well as you'd expect, by burning all of her delectable hair and blinding said suitor. And unfortunately, as you saw before, these two far-off lovers have been away for quite some time, have been lost. Aimlessly drifting away, trying to find one another, one too blind to even see, The other one, bald and, well, probably in a lot of pain, since it kind of looked like she was scalped a bit. Or probably burned off, who knows. So one of the two, it looks like she had... Either way, it looked like she was just having a bad time. So, let's see if we can make them much more miserable, let's be fair. It's funny, it'll be funnier that way, at least. I mean, I'm not heartless.
Do it now.
I'm not that heartless, at least. I just have a very good sense of humor, at the very least. And these skeletons, this forest of skeletons completely agree with me. They know exactly what they want to see. They want to see people suffer. All of these little hellions with them. So let us try to get rid of these annoying little kids. All three of them, really.
Super speed!
Before they go ruin my... Ah, no! Skeleton, please, no.
Make it putrid.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but she looks way too good for someone who just lost all her hair. You know, I distinctly remember her in a much more suffrage
Stomping, butt kicking
kind
good.
of appearance. So, yeah, I'm gonna fix that real quick. I mean, not because I'm a terrible person and just, you know, revel in the misery of others. That's partially it, but more so, no. It is because the story has to move on. It has to flow naturally. I mean, her having that much hair? No. No rightful, self-concerning witch who just got tricked from her own prize from a theft would not have settled for just leaving some hair. No. She would have taken the whole head herself. If possible. Or at least as much of it as humanly possible, at the very least. Because, I mean, it's only fair at that point. You can't get the person you tried going for, so you settle for at least the next best conclusion, which may or may not involve the torture and suffering of many other people. But that's neither here nor there.
Of all the coincidences and misbegotten courtships, this one takes the cake. Two hapless lovers wandering the world rediscover one another when they take refuge from angry bees and naughty children. Stonings rarely end happily. Make it rancid. Let's put an end to this thing.
I agree with Grimm. Let us fix this once and for all. Get rid of this trident little misbegotten adventure. And, well, sadly, this is the end. This will be the end of Rapunzel. So, yeah. After we get this last little bastard here, I'll leave you guys with Grimm, and, well, I guess I'll see you guys in the next tale. So, until then, everyone. Gotcha.
Rapunzel recognized him, which was lucky. She would have been the proverbial sight for sore eyes if he had any. Oh, wonderful. My kind of love story. Everyone weeping blood in the finale.
What a delightful sight. And as I promised, I leave you all with Grimm.
All these creatures must be grateful to me for waking them, I suppose, and the princess will love me for it. Cursed to sleep for 100 long years. Did I see nary a wrinkle, liver spot, or putrescent growth among them? Cursed to a rather long nap, more like. Too soft. Time for some accelerated aging. Make it nasty. Get it on!
And here we are at long last, after 100 years of waiting. A prince arrives to Briar Rose's castle, overgrown, and we've seen plenty of suitors die, suffer horrible deaths at the time of these wonderful tangled vines as we've gotten to know them. But alas, such good things must come to an end. For the proper princess come, and well, everyone from their 100-year nap must eventually awaken. But I mean, doesn't have to mean they're necessarily still human.
Stop it!
Because I mean, I would imagine if you awoke for 100 years or so, you'd eventually become some state of decay. So I mean, it makes only sense that we have ourselves more of a kingdom of the dead.
Make it putrid.
So rise, arise, O kingdom of God long since past. Your queen has arisen. The answer has called. Heed the call, for you know you cannot ignore. How everything turns. I mean, look at this lovely town. It's amazing how much a century can change a kingdom. Isn't it just delightful? To me, I find it beautiful. There's a beauty to this place, really. And I absolutely adore it. I mean, they even managed to get Bob right in the 100 years. I don't know who did, but someone clearly had the right mindset to do so. And you know what? I approve, because it shows that these people are not afraid to think ahead of times. They were ahead of themselves very clearly. So let us continue to rouse the dead, as we may say, eh? Because there's still some... Because we have such lovely sights to show everyone. Come on, wake up, everyone. Your queen is about to awaken. Surely you would not want to miss this affair.
Make it vile.
But yes, we're not done just yet. We still have a lot more people to awaken. So let's rouse the rest of the royal family then. I'm sure they are dying to finally see their beloved queen rise anew. I mean, she may be probably more among the dead, more amongst the living than living herself, but no details.
Stop it!
Details, and yet more details. If anything, it just makes more sense this way. And we already have a nice little entourage ourselves. We're pretty much like the royal escort in many respects. And hey, you! Princely sir! That's against the rules what you're doing. No one shall defile the royal grounds. I mean, these guys would be kind of picky that way. So don't do it.
Rather forward, isn't he? Nothing like 100-year nap to prime an appetite.
And with that, that was Sleeping Beauty. So, I will see you all in the next tale. Until then, take care, everyone. Take care. I leave you all in the hands of Grimm.
A pox on deferred gratification! Briar Rose makes me wait and wait and wait for resolution! I'll wager you'll have a good conflation of dastardly, destructive and darkly magical outcomes as much as I do. Ah, damsels in distress. One is never enough. Oh yeah, here's a fairy I can relate to.
Briar Rose, though pure and clean, parents good and she their dream. I'll make her dead by age 15.
Well, evil is as evil does, dearie. She looks and acts super bad, but her curse is still super boring.
They say revenge is a dish best served cold. I'm storing mine on ice.
Well, that's just about next to useless. I can't wait around. Next, witch!
Bugger the stupid sign! Get me some Rapunzel now, or you'll never sleep with me again!
Promise.
To the moon!
Oh!
With that harpy at home, no wonder you count your own life cheap. But I will take your daughter, too. No reason she should suffer with that shrew.
Great gobs of goo. Do none of these witches value my time? I'm supposed to stand here watching my hair turn grey while their plans spin out? Ah, we'll get back to them later. If we're lucky, they'll have expired from old age.
Come in, dearie. This is the sharp, nasty thing you've been looking for.
Now this makes sense. No way that witch who cursed Briar Rose would leave things to chance. That's a load of red corpuscles. White ones too. A powerful soporific. She'll be a little tired. Let's go find some action elsewhere.
Oh, yes, your majesty. She spins straw into gold. Taught her myself. Best little spinner in the land she is, yes. No one can hold a candle to her.
Oh, shut up, you dunce. I'll put her to the test. If she fails, she'll die. Painfully. And you too, for telling a lie. Stop whining.
You are lost. Without my help, you'll be dead before breakfast.
Here's a bargain. We make a baby together and you get to live.
Never, you hideous misbegotten wretch!
Okay, fine. How about you marry the king and I get your first child?
Deal.
Meanwhile, back at the ranch, Rapunzel's tower.
Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair!
Ooh, idiots on parade.
Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair.
No way she mistook the prince's voice for the witch. In my view, she was ready for some mischief.
You ungrateful little tramp! Get out! I'll keep your only asset, and you, man, you've already seen too much.
You got to admire a witch who knows her own mind. Let's see if the baby's out of the oven.
Beastly odd-looking brat, ain't he?
Well, anyway, hand him over.
I'd prefer not to. Well, I'd prefer not to take him, ugly as he is. But I have a reputation to protect. So unless you can guess my name, I'm going to have to take him. Add him to my collection. All who try to earn their fame fall hard, stay down, fail just the same. Oh, what joy to win this game. For Rumpelstiltskin is my name. Let's see, you stupid tiny git. Is your name Tom? No. Dick? No. Or Harry? No. Your name must be Rumpelstiltskin.
You she-devil. You enchanted beast. You daughter of a hellhound. Ooh, now that's painful. Served him right, in my opinion. But she deserved some suffering, too. Back with bleedy eyes and baldy locks.
Are you Rapunzel?
No!
Are you Rapunzel?
No!
Are you Rapunzel?
No! Oh, it's you, Prince, the father of my children.
I knew they were up to something in that tower. Let the tears of joy and suffering flow. Briar Rose did not age, but the old fairy's magic wasn't strong enough to stop time for everything, nor was a kiss. Yuck, too bad, really. That was a near miss. We avoided yet another tendentious assertion of perpetual bliss achieved via marital vows. All our damsels escaped from the worst of their fabricated distress, but they found others. Such characters always do. May all our stories end so well. Until next time.